Hey everybody, it's Audrey Broom here again from Audrey Lynn Studios, west coast of Canada, close to Vancouver. It's January the 14th, whatever, around there. Recently I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Maya from Pottery to the People. She's an awesome pottery educator. Ceramicist, but she educates so well. Anyway, she recently showed how she made not a year-long calendar, but a quarter calendar. So like for each quarter, and what her goals were and where she was going to put all of her goals and how it was going to fit into that quarter. So I thought, okay, this is good for me because so often I am just like behind. As much as I try, I am behind. So one of my goals is to be ahead of the season. And so I wanted to not make a calendar because I'm lazy and I'm all about efficiency. Let's get on with it, right? I got myself a yearly calendar, and I got it off of Amazon. So I cleared off a spot here in my garage studio, and I'm just going to share with you a few things that I'm going to be putting on that calendar in case you're facing the same kind of problem. Okay, let's get to it. So here's the calendar that I bought off of Amazon. I thought I'd wait to open it till I had you with me. It is coated, so it's dry erase for dry erase markers. So I bought the magnetic dry erase markers as well. And it shows the whole year. So on this side is the whole year vertical, and on this side is the whole year horizontal. So whatever, you can use whichever one you prefer. Okay, so I am going to put this up and get back to you. Okay, so I've got my calendar up. And what I want to do first is mark out the days that I know that I need to be prepared for. So like here we have a charity sale. So I'm going to write sale, and I know that I have to be ready for that. That's coming up soon. I've been working on that, so that's no big deal. Here we have Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to mark it out here. And I have been preparing Valentine's products for this sale on the 27th because I don't have any sales before Valentine's Day. I have a website that I sell off of, and often when I do a kiln opening, people will just DM me and ask if they can buy it. So, and I don't make a lot of Valentine's things anyway, just a few. It's not a huge market for me. And in March, I won't even bother with St. Patrick's Day. I would say the next thing would be, Mother's Day, and Easter is in here somewhere. And they don't have that marked on this calendar. So I'll have to look that up and mark out Easter. But Easter and Mother's Day, they go together, and Mother's Day especially is a big market. So what I'm hoping though, is that I'd find a market a community market where I could sell some product, right? So I'm here and Mother's Day is there. So I'm thinking that I would like a market somewhere in April. So I'm just going to put market somewhere in here with a question mark. And I can totally change all of this because it's a dry erase, which is great. We have Father's Day over here. It's typically not a huge selling date either, but you make a few things, I don't do a lot of markets, or haven't in the past. I'd like to maybe do two. So this would satisfy one of my two market goals. Okay. The other market that I'd probably want to do would be in the fall, where you're starting to sell Christmas for Christmas, not necessarily Christmas themed stuff, but for Christmas. So I know that I'm going to be away in here. So, it would take me a few weeks to prepare. So I'd probably go for a Christmas one somewhere at the end of October or the beginning of November. Now this is knowing that I'm going to be starting to make Christmas stuff right around here in June. I'm going to start getting my stock up. So not necessarily Christmas themed stuff. Yes, there's a few things here and there, but I'm going to be getting my stock up for Christmas sales. Okay, so start working on Christmas. Start on Christmas. All right. And I also know that I have a charity sale every year in the second week of December. So that's usually right here. It goes for a week. Some students take care of it on their lunch hour, and then there's one evening and they take care of it, but there has to be enough product for that. And part proceeds go to our charity. So I need to make sure there's enough product for that. Especially mugs. Holy, 2 years in a row I've been stuck with not enough mugs. Okay, and in November, yeah, I could probably find a market in here, but for me, that would actually probably be enough. I do so many kiln openings and people order off the kiln opening and off my website. The other thing is I do have a spot in a shop. It's our local berry farm called Kraus Berry Farms and Estate Winery, destination berry farm. So they make all of their own product from their own grown berries. They have a winery, so they make fruit wine from all of their fruit. And they also have like a marketplace, and they like to show local makers, showcase local makers. And so I have a spot in there, and I have to replenish that all year round. So I have to always think to make enough product for that. Okay, I'm just going to pause you for a moment. Okay, so I've made a few changes. I did find Easter. It's up here. So you see, we're here, and this is Easter, and Mother's Day is here. So you're going to start, preparing kind of Easter themed stuff, which again for me is not a lot, but Easter themed stuff at the end of February to make sure it's done for Easter. And at the same time, you'll be working on Mother's Day stuff in here. But of course, I've put market, so you're working on stuff all the time. As you get to our warmer weather and you get to June and there's Father's Day, well, actually before that, I have to start thinking about Christmas, because holy, June comes, the nice weather, and let's face it, we all have a life, like we got a house we got to take care of. If you got to take care of your garden a little bit, and maybe you do volunteer work. Like I'm usually away on a Wednesday doing that, or go see my mom, to take care of her a little bit, and there's life. Anyway, so as I approach summer, like July is a write-off. I can't do anything in the studio in July. I'm away. In August, we're more away because we're in the interior. Well, by the time you get to September, you're just kind of like, okay, it's time to start buckling down. Well, that's almost too late for Christmas, right? You're just not going to get enough product to fulfill all those markets unless you want to be completely dog tired by Christmas, which always happens to me, which is why I have this calendar. So I've got to start really pounding the product right up in here. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm hoping it's going to work for me. Okay, it's just a short little one. Yeah, I chose this spot. It's in my garage studio. I needed to have this where I can see it every single day. Even with my little written journal, somehow I just lose track of where I am and how fast time is going by. So I needed this. I'll put a link for this particular calendar if you're interested, and the markers. And yeah, I hope it helps. And yeah, happy creating. Peace out.